How can you go from a 1-pack boutique to a 10-pack boutique? Do you know what that means? I realized that as I was posting that, I was like, oh, I hope people know what that means. But if you've been in the boutique industry any amount of time, you'll know what a pack is. And if you don't, I'll explain it in a minute. If you're watching the replay, say hi, tell me where you're checking in from, and tell me what kind of boutique you have, how long you've been in business. I want to know more about the women who are watching, and men who are watching my boutique, my Facebook lives. I want to hear from you. If you're joining me live, please say hi. Tell me where you're checking in from. I am checking in live from the LA Fashion District. I'm in my hotel room because the stores are closed. But we've been out for 2 days. I've been scoping out so much amazing stuff for you. And I'm coming out with a new guide really soon. So I can't wait to share that with you guys. It's been amazing. So there's also been one thing that I've just really learned, like going to all these places and shopping and talking to people and talking to vendors and hearing what's going on. Just in our industry, there's so much I want to share. But tonight I want to talk really about how to go from a 1-pack boutique to a 10-pack boutique, okay? I'm going to quickly share this in my Facebook group. Say hi if you're joining. Hi, Chelsea. Hi, Mabel. Hey, Dana. Who else did I see there? Brittany and Chelsea. Hey, Chelsea twice. Hi, you guys. You're so great. Hey, Georgia. Let me just write post. Okay. So I'm going to share this in my group. If you're not in my group, I would love to have you. It's a free group. It's called the Fashion Truck Tribe. It's awesome. Join me. All right. But here's the thing. There's been a few things I've learned. I'm with a one-on-one client shopping this week. If you ever become a one-on-one client, we could go shopping together. That's something that I do as you get a little bit more advanced with me. It's kind of weird to see my shadow there. The lighting in this room is terrible. Hi, Ashley. But there is a few things that they've really hit home this week with me. And there are things that honestly, like I've known about for a while, but I think it's just become really clear. Because what we've been finding as I've been shopping with some of my one-on-ones and as, my mastermind has been getting going and we've really been helping women scale their boutique, okay? The things that I'm focused on right now, obviously 6-figure blueprints, my baby, but my goal is to create more $1 million boutiques. That's end all be all of like where I'm going is helping you scale. Once you've gotten started, you're growing. Once you're at $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month, how do we get to that 50, 60, 80, 90, 100K months with ease, with not a lot of stress? That's where we're going. So that's what I'm talking about, from going from a 1-pack boutique where you're ordering 1 pre-pack of clothes to going to 10 packs, which 10 times 6, 60 units. 60 units. Okay, can you imagine selling through 60 units in your boutique of a style, of a color? Maybe you're not there yet. That's okay. But I want to help you get there. Okay, I want to help you get there. That's what I'm here for. So I want to tell you what I'm seeing is the biggest thing to help you get from being 1-pack to growing to being that 10-pack. Hi, you guys who are joining. Hi, Kendra, Tessa, Ashley, Alyssa. Hi, you guys. So here we go. You ready to take some notes? These are really what I'm jiving on right now. And I've been having great conversations with my client, great conversations with vendors, and just hearing like what's going on here in LA. I've been in the Fashion District for 2 days, putting together a guide for you guys that's going to talk all about where to shop, how to shop, when to come, what to expect. If you have questions about that, feel free to post them below and I'll add them into the guide. I'll try to find out answers for you guys. So we're exciting. Okay. Thanks, Angie. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad all of you are here. You guys are awesome. And I really am committed to your success. If you've been in business 4 years, I hope you're thinking about scaling, Angie. It's time to scale. It's time to be making, in 2 to 3 years, you could be making, if you've been in business 2, 3, 4 years, like you really want to be setting your sights on $500,000 to $1 million a year if you're not there yet. And there's ways to do that. This is where we go. So the number one thing that I've noticed, shopping in these stores, talking to vendors, knowing the landscape of boutiques right now, because I work with thousands of women, if you don't have an opinion and stick to it and trust it, you're gone, okay? too many of you feel nervous. You feel worried. You're like, I don't want to stick my neck out. I don't want to have too much style. I don't want to be more of me when I'm showing up in my boutique business, because that puts me on the line. That puts me in a place where I'm uncomfortable. This is why I talk about mindset 24/7, because what I'm finding is that so many women just don't have an opinion. And I'm hearing this from even the vendors who are like, oh, well, most women will come in and they'll ask like, what's the best style? You know, what's selling? Wool or straw? What's doing better? And I don't want you to go to a vendor and say, what's selling, to get the, what should I buy? I want you to go to the vendor and say, how's business? What's selling? What's working? What are other people buying? So you can have the landscape of around you, what's going on, and make a decision for yourself and say, is that for me? Is that not for me? Because so many of you are just doing whatever the vendor tells you to. Like, oh, these are our best sellers. Oh, I should buy those. No. And even my client, like, you know, we're walking into shops and vendors are saying like, oh, this is selling really well. This is working. And I'm like, no. Like, I'm not rude about it, but I'm very quick to say like yes or no. Like, there's no hesitation. To me, as you're buying, as you're making decisions for your boutique, it's a yes. It's a hell yes. Oh my God, I freaking love that. I'm so excited about it. Or it's a no. There's no in between. There's no, well, it could work. Well, other people are buying it. Oh, that boutique seems to be doing well with it. Doesn't work. It's inauthentic and it won't work for the long run. Okay. You might have a hit here or there. You might like gravitate towards something that is trending and as is working. But if you don't have an opinion on it, if you can't style something to make it work for you, if you can't like be so freaking obsessed with a style, do not buy it. It is not for you. Okay. Period. End of story. And this goes back to like, I have a video called Only Buy What You Love. So many women are like, thank you for that video. I want to take you guys to the next step of saying, have an opinion. Trust your opinion. Trust your gut. Be able to say like, oh my God, that is style is for me and that is for my customer. Okay. You should be a gut-based buyer, Ashley. Absolutely. And so much of it is like, you know, I will tell you there are times when I bought for my boutique where I freaking loved a style and it might not have been something I could wear or it wasn't like a great color for me, but I knew I could sell it because my customers would love it. And I was obsessed with the color. I was like, oh, that print's so good. Even though it might not have worked for me, I was still totally obsessed with it. So if you're not totally obsessed with a style and you're never gonna get to the 10 packs. Never. You'll always buy one pack. When we go into vendors, they're like, oh, so one pack? At Magic, every vendor is like, one pack? And the clients I work one-on-one with are like, no, like 6, 8, 10 packs. Like, no. Like, they're selling through a lot more units, right? So even 3 packs, 4 packs, 5 packs, okay? Like, let's just get you there. And that's the thing is, like, you have to realize that, like, you have to have an opinion. You have to trust it, okay? The second thing is lots of conversation about this as, like, you know, we know that 80% of boutiques fail within the first 2 years. That's a statistic. I'm ready to change that by doing this with you guys. One of the things is that a lot of that failure is because they give up. Because I think, honestly, it's like a 2-month mark, 2 weeks, 2 months. I've been joking about this lately, like in a humorous way, but just like 2 weeks, 2 months. I've been open for 2 weeks and no one's bought anything. I've been open for 2 months and I'm not making $5K a month yet. It takes time. You have to grow. You have to let Google catch up. You have to get some Instagram followers. You have to use the hashtags. You have to show up every single day. Every single day. I don't care how tired you are. I don't care like, oh, you don't feel good. If you look at any of my social media, Instagram stories, Instagram, Facebook, this Facebook page, our Facebook group, I am showing up somehow on every single one of those places. YouTube. I don't show up every day because that's not how YouTube works. We show up once a week. Hi, Mom. Hey, Mom. But I'm showing up. And I've been showing up consistently in a business. I've started 2 businesses in the past 8 years. My poor mom. But I am committed to showing up. And that is what's important because your customers need to trust you. And because you don't show up consistently, you don't share yourself, you're not authentic, you don't have an opinion, people are like, I don't know, like, I don't feel good about her. Oh, she makes me nervous. Oh, is her shipping gonna be like, okay? Oh, is the quality gonna be okay? You have to stand strong in your story and your consistency and your authenticity for other people to buy into your story, for other people to be like, oh, I trust her. Like, no, trust. Like, no, trust. What is this new motto? Gotta show up to blow up. Yeah, Brittany. I love that. Bethany says, I've been so bad with showing up lately. Here's the thing, Brittany. If you've been bad at showing up, pay someone else to do it for you. Pay someone else to do it for me. I just said that. I pay someone else to do it for me. I pay a couple people to do it for me because I am at a place where I'm not in the weeds anymore. I'm trying to step up, be more visionary, be more creative director, be more of a leader in my business. And a leader isn't posting on social media every day, but she is. Like, do you see where that difference is? So if you're not able to show up consistently, pay someone else to do it. It is the best investment you could ever make, okay? Even if it's not necessarily your face, your voice, it has to be your voice. That's you guys probably don't realize that, like, it's not always me. A lot of the content is generated by me, but sometimes it's not totally me. It's directed by me. The creative direction is from me. The vision is from me, but the execution doesn't always have to be you. That's how you scale a business. That's what I didn't learn how to do in my first business, and that's what I'm so freaking determined to do in this business, and then teach you guys how to do that. Because I think another reason why boutiques fail is because the owners get tired. Like, who's tired? Give me some hearts if you're tired. I mean, I'm tired because I'm like on a different time zone and we've been working like crazy. But owners get tired, they fizzle out, and they're just like, it's too hard. I haven't made enough money. I'm tired and I'm over it. No, I'm so out to change that. Oh my God, Ashley, you're so cute. Yeah, that's my mama. I love it. If you're exhausted, it's because you don't have enough help and you're not asking for support. You're not looking for support. One of the things I come into each year, I say, I want more support. I want more support. I want more support. Whether or not that's on social media or that's at my house, you know, that's where you have to decide, where is it best going to be suited for you? Do you need help with kids? Do you need help cleaning your toilets? Do you need help cleaning up the store? Do you need a manager at your store, assistant manager, right? Your creativity was running low, Leah. I'm so glad you said that. And everyone else that's tired, your creativity runs low because you can't do it all and you're trying to, right? You can't do it all. So here's the thing, Bethany, I'll challenge you because you're saying, I'm new, I can't afford to get help, I need to kick my own butt. You need to be more efficient. Start tracking your time. One of the things I have almost everyone do in Boutique Basics Bootcamp, well, I do have everyone do it. Who knows who does it? I know a lot of women do it, but the first week of Boutique Basics Bootcamp, you track your time. 9 times out of 10, women are like, I am so inefficient. I am wasting my time. I'm scrolling on Facebook. I'm doing this. I'm taking too much time here. Absolutely, you need to be scheduling things. Scheduling, delegating, time blocking, and stop shutting around. Excuse my language, but stop screwing around. Like, if you're not producing content for social media, you shouldn't be consuming it. You should always be producing it. Stop consuming it. As a business owner, as someone who's supposed to be leading their business, you can't always be consuming. Yeah, you can check in, put a timer on. You have to be more efficient or you're never going to be able to scale your business. It's impossible, okay? That's where you need to start looking. So Bethany, anyone who's tired, anyone who says, I can't delegate, I can't afford it, how can you be more efficient? How can you spend less time doing things spread out over time? Social media could take you maybe an hour a week to schedule and get done. An hour a week. There's scheduling apps. Do it. Do it on Sundays, 7 to 8 o'clock at night on Sundays. Done, okay? So how do you go from a 1-pack boutique to a 10-pack boutique? I just want to circle back to my original content here. 1, have an opinion and trust it. 2, show up consistently. This is not an overnight success story, and a lot of you are convinced it is. And I'm sorry to tell you, in a very nice and loving way, running a business is not an overnight success. It's not. And what I know is that every year that I run a business, I get stronger, I get smarter, and get more efficient. So the longer you're in business, you'll get better. You'll have rocky patches. You'll have rough times. You'll have times you're like, I'm just going to give up. This is terrible. The people who stick it out are the ones who win. All you have to do is stay in the game. You can't decide you want to get off the field. You have to stay on the field, okay? That's why my favorite football team wins a lot of Super Bowls, because they just wear the other teams out until they give up. That's frankly half their strategy, okay? Number 3, build a brand. Build a brand. The very first thing you should start doing if you're starting a boutique is get on Pinterest, start a board, pin the things you like, start thinking about what your brand represents. What do you love? That's part of having that opinion. Your opinion is what's going to help you build that brand. And that's where you start to get the motivation behind what you're doing, okay? You start to really see and envision, what does this brand represent? Who am I serving? Who am I? Who am I to be serving these people? Why am I here? What is my purpose? Like a much bigger question. But to be honest with you, so many women, boutiques are and guys, I saw there's a guy, hi Travis, yay. Here's the deal, is that, and I'm looking at my notes, sorry. You don't just pick a name and sell clothes. That's what I find a lot of people think. That's how you open a boutique. You're like, I'm going to pick this cute name. It's going to be like my kids' names combined. And then I'm going to have like a logo with like flowers and maybe like a buffalo head. And then it's like going to be so cute. And I'm going to go pick clothes. I'm going to sell them. What else can you do that's more creative? What else can you do that pushes the boundaries? And I apologize if I offended anyone, because that's your name and that's your logo. But that's what I see. So I have my eye and my pulse on thousands of you. And that seems to be the trend. Just calling out the trends, right? Just like Python's a trend right now. Python is coming for spring. If you don't have it and you love it, you should get it, okay? So this is where you have to remember, you're not just selling clothes. You're building a brand. You're building a brand. You're showing people the path. You're showing people how to feel better. You're showing people how to look better. You're showing how you have to show up as a brand. And if you're not thinking of what does my brand represent, what does my brand stand for, what does my brand sell, you're missing the mark. Go back to Pinterest, okay? If you need help with branding, message me. We have a really good partner who is doing a lot of great stuff with branding. We'll hook you up with her. I'd be happy to send you to her if you need help understanding what that branding thing looks like. What is a brand, okay? But it's not just about picking a name and selling clothes. It's about building a brand, building a lifestyle. What is your person doing, okay? This is where you step above. You step above the 80%. You last longer. You're in biz for a long time, okay? Start to think about that. What does that look like? What does that represent? If you're in Six Figure Blueprint, go back to the branding week. I talk so much about this. I had a brand brief when I started Fashion Truck. Nate had all the inspirational words that like my brand represented. It had images. It had feelings. It had like where I wanted to go, the vision. And then we came up with a logo. It's not the other way around, okay? So, okay, 1-pack to 10-pack. This is cool. You guys are jazzed. There's so many people here. So let me just recap. 1, have an opinion and trust it. 2, show up consistently. This is not an overnight situation. 3, build a brand. Build a brand. And if you need help building a brand, let me know. Comment below if you need help. We'll send you a great reference of someone who we love, who's doing a great job building brands for boutique businesses that we're obsessed with. I'm obsessed with. And I want to help support another amazing women CEO because she's so cool. So post below, but I have a report coming from LA. I've been talking about to lots of vendors about private labeling, about producing your own stuff, shipping times, when things are coming in, what's trending, how to shop LA. I'm going to get with the Fashion Go girls to talk about consolidating. That's been a topic in the Facebook group. So much is going on. with me for you, okay? And I'm just really excited to keep going because, like I said, more $1 million boutiques. And my one-on-one client said this to me today. She goes, I just feel like part of making more money is being able to support more things and people I care about. And so if you've seen my Rich Retailer Retreat, like for me, that is really rich spirit, rich business, rich life. It's all three things combined. It's not just about money. It's about having a really full spirit, feeling really good, feeling really excited about what you're doing. That's why there's 73 people watching, because I'm so amped about what I'm doing. And my energy reflects that. It's authentic. It's like, I just want to help you guys. I always get red. My body physically gets excited talking about this stuff. Oh my God. So it's been so fun being in LA. I definitely recommend it at a certain stage. I'm going to talk more about that. I don't think it's for everyone. I'm going to be very clear. It's not for everyone to come out here. But I do think that it's a good option for a lot of people. And so I'll lay all that out. I'm going to be working on that guide. I hope to have it out by March 1st. So I've got a lot going on. But I hope to have that out pretty soon and turn that around really quickly. But I'm really excited. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm going to go grab dinner. It's been a really great day here in LA. I hope you got a lot of nuggets out of this. I'd love to hear after listening, what's your takeaway? What's your biggest takeaway? Let's just do that quick before I leave. What is the one thing you're going to get off this live and write down as a to-do? What's one thing you took away? Was it having more of an opinion, trusting yourself, showing up consistently, remembering this isn't an overnight success story? Do you need to go back and work on your branding? Like, what is it? Do you need to work on your energy? What is the thing you are going to really get tapped into and really get excited about after this live so you can keep going? Showing up, says Tessa. Keep up the enthusiasm, says Beth. Scheduling, says Mecco. Stephanie says, stop second guessing. Love it. Bethany, schedule. Nicole, it's not an overnight success. Yes. Elizabeth says, all of it. Energy, says Jenny. You guys are gorgeous. Key, schedule blocking. Showing up is a must. Yes. Susan's going to work on her branding. Showing up. Show up to blow up. I want to steal that. Is that yours, Brittany? Whose is that? Perseverance. Don't quit. Yeah, don't quit. Trust your opinion, Kenya. Yes. Energy. Hi, Sunday. Show up more, says Carrie. Showing up, Krista. Okay. I love you guys. Schedule, Leslie. I love it. All right. I love you guys. I'll talk to you really soon. Let me know what you need. Comment here. If you're not following me on Instagram at Stylish and Successful, follow me. I'm always doing stories. I've been doing stories this whole trip. So catch me up. Catch up with me over on stories on Instagram at Stylish and Successful is my handle. Come follow me. Get on my stories. Bye. Going to dinner.